Hi, everyone. Welcome to Social Aloe Ministries, where we're committed to glorifying God and exposing the devil. I have a real quick message regarding relationships, specifically heartbreak. If you look at the last time you got your heart broken, did it truly come as a surprise? Arguably, in a lot of cases, heartbreak is self-induced, mostly because there was a implied or specified sign at a critical juncture that let you know that proceeding down the path was going to end in heartbreak, but you either ignored it or chose to overlook it. A quintessential example of this is found in Genesis 29. Jacob loved Rachel. He spoke with her father and said that he would work for 7 years for the privilege of marrying her. But at the end of 7 years, her father Laban gave Jacob Leah as his bride. He didn't know this until he woke up the following morning and was in for the shock of his life. I'm sure it's no surprise to Leah that Jacob loved Rachel and wanted nothing to do with her. It was a big deal especially back in those days, to produce a firstborn son for a man. Leah did that for Jacob, and he still hated her. When you look in Genesis 29:3, it actually 33, it says that Jacob hated Leah. And it's not too difficult to understand because he worked for 7 years to marry the woman of his dreams, and then at the last minute, Leah injected herself into the situation. Even after having 6 sons, Jacob still did not love Leah. When you go to Genesis 37, you see that years later, when his beloved wife Rachel had a son, Joseph, that Jacob treated Joseph as his firstborn son, which is why he received a coat of many colors. It was a sign of favor. So in effect, even though he married Rachel second, it was like Rachel was his true wife and Leah was a concubine. But that is what she signed up for, because she knowingly entered into a relationship with a man who did not love her. Jacob would not have worked a day for Leah, much less 7 years. Sadly, the divorce rates between Christians and non-believers is around the same. I know sometimes with Christians, you look at scripture and it says it is better to marry than to burn. However, do not let lust be the driving force behind you entering into a relationship, and especially a marriage with someone. It is best to consult the Lord to ask for His will for your life. If it's His will for your life to get married, ask Him to illuminate that person to you so that you will know. If you try to make things work, it's most likely it's going to fall apart. And especially in today's age, whether it's a man or woman, if they get deceived into a relationship, they probably won't stay in it like Jacob did. And probably one of the reasons why Jacob stayed in a relationship with Leah was because he still got a chance to marry Rachel. And that's one of the things the devil will do nowadays. He would send someone into your life, like a Leah, to prevent you from ever being with Rachel. So I implore you, before you enter into a relationship, do not ignore any signs that are pointing to that person not being the one that the Lord has for you. God bless you.